Today we are going to be letting TikTokers choose my meals for 24 hours. We've got some poppin' TikTokers, by the way. We've got Nick, we've got Susie, we've got QCP, Burrito Monster, and we've got Cooking with Kian. Let's start with Nick first.
What's up, Harrison? I would like for you to make one of my favorite dishes of all time. Some classic, homemade Dino chicken nuggets.
Dino Nuggies!
You also have to make sure you make a mashed potato mountain, okay?
Oh, God.
And then pour the gravy. And when you pour the gravy over the mountain, play the Jurassic Park theme song. And don't forget a little bit of broccoli for the trees. Good luck.
So you're telling me we're kicking off the video with some Dino Nuggies and we've got to somehow make a mashed potato mountain. Nick, I actually did find your Dino Nuggie recipe and I'm going to be using your one. £7 for this thing. Little bit of metal. £7 for a dino. We've got 500 grams of chicken mince, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper. All going in. Now this is what actually threw me off in his recipe. You put a slice of bread in and then a quarter cup of milk. We're gonna mush this all up and then we're gonna lie it flat. Oh, this is gloopy, bruv. Next step, we're gonna lay out this chicken mixture onto a tray. Okay, so we've flattened this and covered it with cling film. Now we're gonna put it in the freezer. Right, the chicken's out, it's set a bit. We've got our little dino cutter. Never done this before, so I'm not a professional dino cutter boy. Dino boy, dino boy. I'm a dino boy. Going in the flour. This is actually a lot more harder than I thought. Into the egg. Oh, we might have lost his leg. Poor guy. You're going in there now. God, he's been through it. We've just about managed to keep him in shape. Right, you're going in, bud. It worked! Dino Nug, done. Dino Nuggies complete. Mashed potato mountain. Trees with the broccoli. I've completed it. Well, first of all, actually, let's try the Dino Nugget. Wow, that's actually really tasty. In case you're wondering what the balls are, they're dino eggs. I gave up on doing dinosaurs. It was just falling apart, so dino eggs. So I've been told to sing the Jurassic Park theme tune while pouring the gravy. I just can't believe what I'm doing on a Tuesday afternoon. But yo, here we are. Dinner is served. Right, now you can just take your little Dino Nugget, dunk it in the gravy with the potato. By the way, don't ask how long this took. I actually understand why kids want this for dinner. Let's get on to the next one. So we're in London, we've been sent a video by El Burrito Monster. Let's give it a watch.
Hello Harrison, El Burrito Monster here, and I'm sending you to Gymkhana in London where you're going to get the tandoori lamb chops, the tiger prawns, and the butter chicken masala, which are the 3 best iterations of those dishes that I've ever had.
Okay, right, well at least we know what we're ordering. Gymkhana is magically behind me. I've just teleported here. I knew you were going to say that somehow. Who's to say I might grab all the things, put them in a burrito and yam it down. But let's go in, let's give it a go. So we've got to get the lamb chops, the tiger prawns and the butter chicken. I'm excited for this. This is going to be fun. The lamb chops were 66 quid though. Thanks, Ollie. Thanks for that. Thanks a lot, Ollie. We have the prawns. This is jumbo. And we have the lamb chop. Look at that bad boy. Also, this is the sauce for the lamb chop. It smells unbelievable. I feel like I'm gonna love this. These are so chunky, bro, with the sauce. I don't even know how to explain this, because I've never tasted this before. It's like a tomatoey marinade, but there's like a twang on it. They're ridiculous. Lamb chop with the sauce. Here we go. I don't know how to describe it apart from like you're eating a lamb chop with a flour in it and it's so soft it melts in your mouth. Perfect amount of spice. Honestly, I get it. But now I'm remembering these are £66. I wouldn't pay £66 for these, but the prawns, however, are unbelievable and I've never tasted anything like that. I want to say best prawns I've ever had in my whole entire life. I'm not even a prawn guy. These are unbelievable. Ollie, the famous butter chicken. Bit of sauce as well, why not? Okay, so I think again they've used chicken thigh in this. So creamy, buttery. Chicken thigh is super soft. Right. Well, I think I'm gonna finish this up. Let's get on to the next. Let's see what QCP has to say.
Harrison, I want you to make a bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich with Italian ingredients like pecorino and guanciale.
Right, okay, we're gonna need to go to an Italian deli. Let's go and grab the ingredients. For the Italian ingredients, we're in Italy. This has everything. Tomato, 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 potato, potato, tomato, potato. We've come here for guanciale and pecorino. This is all guanciale. See, now that, guanciale already chopped up, that's looking a little bit more appetizing. And the pecorino, they knew I was coming. Always buy the solid cheese. Don't buy the pre-grated stuff. Even though that, I must admit, that does look good. We're buying the proper stuff. Garlic, oil, and hot pepper. Maybe we use that, that's a good seasoning. So we've got aromatic herbs with garlic, red pepper. Right, seasoning sorted. Right, so what I'm thinking we do is we get focaccia, we cut it down this side and fold it in on itself and stack it as a sandwich. That's an Italian sandwich if I've ever seen one. So we're back home. All the ingredients cost about £22. What I'm thinking is we do some scrambled egg with some of the fat from the guanciale, toast the focaccia in the guanciale fat, and then mush it all together with the seasoning on top. 3 eggs. Give your eggs a whisk. Also, we're using the really fancy eggs, so that's why they're vibrant orange. Start with the cold pan so it renders out the fat. We want it to render out the fat. Let's go in with about half. I feel like it's a good idea to use a bit of the guanciale fat in the scrambled egg. It's either gonna be a smart idea or a really bad idea. While the guanciale is rendering out, we've got this 3-pound focaccia bread. I will say this does look good. Right, we're gonna halve it and then halve it this way. Yes. That's gonna work. Right, so we've rendered out the fat, as you can see the oil in the pan. So I'm thinking with the 1 teaspoon of fat, we can cook the scrambled eggs in this. It's gotta be done. It's a carbonara breakfast sandwich pretty much. It's gonna be amazing. Let's get all the guanciale. These are nice and crispy now. That smells like shit, bro. Oh God, that actually stinks, bro. That is not smelling that nice, but hopefully it will taste nice. Let's get the eggs cooking. These are eggs, by the way. Oh my God. So we're on a low to medium heat. I'm gonna slowly fold them in. Let's keep an eye on these eggs, make sure these are gonna be okay. Also, I don't think we're gonna have to salt the eggs because the guanciale is quite salty. I think we're gonna be fine. Eggs going on. This looks like it's gonna be good. Crunchy bits of guanciale on top, the pecorino. Then a small pinch of the Italian seasoning because it don't really smell that nice. Over the top. That sandwich looks pretty good. Oh yeah, oh okay. It is like a carbonara breakfast sandwich. QCP, I think you actually might be onto something there. That is pretty good. This might be the favorite so far, honestly. Let's get on with the next one. Okay, so next up we have Susie.
Hey Harrison, I want you to find the best pesto pasta in all of London, and it better not be store-bought. Let me know how it is.
Oh, okay. Store-bought pesto is a no? All right. Well, it looks like we're going to London. We're not going to be in the kitchen. We've done some research, we've asked some people, we went to some restaurants, went in. Most of the pesto pasta is ravioli. We're not after that. We don't want a little bit of pesto, we want a pesto pasta, and fresh. The place we've decided on is Padella, which is literally round the corner. Fettuccine with pesto, 14 quid. Susie, I hope this is up to scratch for you. This is freshly made and not store-bought. There we have it. I will say, they're generous with the pesto here. They know that pesto is the besto. Nah. It's alright. It ain't the besto pesto, but you know what? It is fresh. Why is it not hitting for me? I don't know how to describe it apart from it hasn't got oomph. It's just kind of Bit of basil and oil. I wanted this to hit. You can't really find pesto pasta anymore. Maybe we have to go home and make it. So we're back home, back in the kitchen. I've got to make this myself because apparently the best pesto in London ain't that good. Before I get into this, Italian nonnas, I'm sorry. I know how to make a pesto pasta with a pestle and mortar. I'm gonna use a food processor. I love what you do when you all mash up that basil by hand, but I just ain't got the time for it, love. Now, the recipe is in my cookbook, but don't worry, I'm not gonna force you to buy it. I'm just gonna leave it down below in the description. First, number one tip, toast your pine nuts. You wanna see them go golden brown. I've got my basil laid out, I've got my Parmesan, lemon zest, 1 fresh garlic clove, and about half a cup of olive oil, which is 120 mils. Right, so we've toasted these. Actually, to be honest, I did burn 1 or 2, but that's fine. Pour them in the food processor. What I kind of do, I add some of the oil, probably about half of it, grate in the garlic, Parmesan cheese, freshly grated. By the way, I've got some pasta cooking, so you can do this at the same time. Now, the creme de la creme, the basil, the basilica. Now blitz it. Now add in the oil. That's kind of it. Pour this into a little bowl. Pinch of salt. You can do this at the end or you can do it now. Up to you. I'm gonna do a bit now. Give this a mix. And there you go, perfect pesto. If you're only gonna use a little bit now and you're gonna save some, put it in a small little ramekin and then cover the top with olive oil because then it won't oxidize and it won't go all brown. A ladle of pesto or 2, a ladle of pasta water, make a pesto sauce, add in the cooked pasta, give it a mix. So there you go, perfect pesto pasta. We're gonna hit it with some extra parm on top, bit more of the lemon zest, why not? Pepper, that's the perfect pesto pasta. This has got the oomph. It's got that, now I'm happy. Cooking with Kian has sent me a video, let's give it a watch.
Yo, Harrison, I want you to go to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant in London and get the lobster ravioli and raspberry souffle. Enjoy.
Right, lobster ravioli. Should have told Kian there is a budget for this video, but he clearly don't care. This is like fancy. Have you seen all the wine in the middle? So this restaurant is called Petrus, named after the famous wine Petrus. I think it can be like 15, 20 grand a bottle. So we'll probably get 2 of them now. This wine is, it's good. Bit of cherry in there. I like the cherry. You didn't seriously think we would just come in here to get lobster ravioli. You're a fool if you think that. This is cod's roe and this was cheese, right? Whoa. That is banging. Whoa. What is that, like lemony? Citrusy? I've never tasted that taste in my life, so I don't know what that is. Right, next one. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. It's like a cheese biscuit bomb. Mate, I would pay you a tenner for you to not have that and I have it. I don't want to have the water because I want the taste to stay here. That's like the flattest spoon I've ever seen in my life. Is this solid silver? I think this is silver, bro. Okay, so the wine list is on an iPad. It's 79 pages. There's everything. 50 mil, £485. 125 mil, £1,296 for a glass of Petrus. Thank you so much. My pleasure. Wow. It was like a layer of something with gold, and then he poured the sauce on, and then it like went like that. Also, this plate, I don't think I've ever seen a more beautiful plate in my life. It's a hat. This is going too far now. This is not the place, not the time. So we're going half. Oh my God, look at that. I feel anxious to eat this. Let me get the sauce. Gordon, sort your spoons out. Can't pull this over. There we go. Now I can get it on. Kian, you asked me to get a lobster ravioli. I've done it. Well, isn't that all right? Isn't that quite delightful? I don't even know how to describe this sauce. So the waiter said to have half and then have the palate cleanser, which you do all in one. I'm gonna simply describe it as a nice mushy pea tart. Round 2, don't want it to be over. Mate, it's like a soup. Edible gold in this as well. That's why they give you this flat spoon, because it lasts longer. That was crazy. Head chef has offered to give us a tour of the kitchen. Oh my God, wow. Oh, so this is the chef's table.
Yes.
Wicked. Awesome. Oh, this is a spot.
The big difference with upstairs is we serve everything, the chefs.
Yeah.
We explain all the dishes ourselves.
Okay.
So everyone who does his own dish is gonna, like, you have a small canapé, so we're gonna do the canapé, go to the table, explain the canapé and so on. So
I feel like a lot of people would expect it to be like all screaming and shouting, but everyone's pretty relaxed there.
I've got 2 kids at home shouting. It's enough
Enough's
for me.
enough,
I don't need more.
Thank you so much, Vicky. Cheers. When she started pouring, it started inflating. I was like, is this gonna pop? Kian, they had apple souffle because we had to find a place that had it on the menu. This is what we have. Right, that's a bit of an ambitious bite, but I feel like I've got to get it all. My mouth right now already is tingling, bro. It's like you're having an apple crumble without any of the crunch. It's so airy and light. Oh my God, there is crunch. Oh my God, that is crazy. Go on, get in there. Go on, have a little butcher's. I didn't think I would be as impressed as I am. This place is spectacular. This is very, very good. It's a complete dessert. There's nothing to fault. Kian, thank you so much for your recommendation. Appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for watching as well. I'll see you next week. Peace.